Man, this is a worrying one. When you go to the pump, when you go to the gas station, you have hope that the correct liquid is going to come out of the fuel nozzle. And I say that because that's not what happened over in the state of Wyoming. Beautiful Wyoming. Long, wide, winding roads through some of the most incredible countryside in the Rocky Mountains. Home, of course, to Yellowstone National Park as well. I believe the first national park ever in the United States. Maybe in the world too. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But yes, unfortunately, in WY, it did not go to plan when it came to filling up at the gas station. Let's have a look because, yeah, they got diesel instead. Wasn't gasoline, they got diesel. Great. And then I don't really need to tell you how bad that is for for your car. Not good. A Wyoming gas station near Riverton might have been pumping the wrong fuel for days, wrecking engines and leaving drivers on the hook for pricey fixes. Things kicked off when a local tipped off County 10 News after their ride started acting weirdly following an October 18th pit stop at the Loaf and Jug on North Federal Boulevard in Riverton. And after some investigating, it was discovered that this pump that said gasoline on it was actually pumping out diesel instead. The damage to this vehicle in question? $5,000. Bad. I imagine they probably needed an entirely new engine because of that. That's not good. Then another driver came forward as well, saying that they used it on October 22nd and had the same issue. Eventually, the people who ran the gas station owned up to their mistake. And in fairness to them, they have promised to cover any repairs and also will provide rental cars while they are fixed. We all make mistakes, that's a pretty bad one, but at least they have offered to cover the damage for it. That's something, at least they've not tried to deny it. But the strangest thing is that it actually took quite some time to discover. A lot of these people who filled up at this gas station with what they thought was gasoline turned out to be diesel. They didn't find a lot of problems really when it came to their engines for a good few days. Normally that takes minutes to show itself, particularly if you've got an empty tank of fuel before you go and fuel up. And like I said, it's a big fix. This is a huge mistake. The whole system of the car has to get flushed out. You might have to get a new fuel injection. You might have to get a new engine. It's not an easy fix. $5,000, that's not even that much. This could easily be a 20 grand job depending on the vehicle you're talking about here. And some people might be saying, oh, well, how did they fill their vehicle up with diesel? Can you not fit diesel fuel nozzles into gasoline actual fuel tanks on cars? Well, for the most part, that is true. However, this was obviously coming out of a gasoline fuel nozzle, so they would literally have had no idea about this. So yeah, have you ever heard about this before, guys? Someone filling diesel up instead of petrol and it ending up very, very badly. Or so let's try to say gasoline. I'm showing my Britishness there on that one. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. At least they've offered to pay for it, but my God, I mean, this station might go out of business for something like this. This is a huge blunder that's going to cost them a lot of money. Like, share, comment, subscribe, guys. I'll see you soon for much more stories from the weird and wacky world of motoring right here.